And this is Andy.
Oh.
Now, Andy is
What?
about, dear Mom, I will never say F you again.
How old was he? 3?
He was about 7. He was 7.
Oh, my
Because it is
gosh.
a bad word,
What a
and I
freak.
just should not say it. Even though I was kidding around, some people may think I was serious. I am sorry. I will not do it again. I promise. I will not say F you again.
This is what I love. My favorite word is Andrew Lawrence.
Andrew Lawrence.
He signed his full name.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to the Brotherly Love Pod. It's a special Friday, heading into a very special weekend honoring special people called mothers, right?
On this lovely spring day.
Yes.
The
It's
best.
the Mother's Day weekend. It's the Motherly Love Pod.
Yes.
Yes. And who do we have here with us today?
Back.
Back again.
By
again.
public demand.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
lovely
Is
mom.
our lovely mother, Donna. Donna, my mom, is in the house, everybody, on this Mother's Day weekend.
It's the Mother Knows Best podcast.
Mothers knows best.
Well,
Not quite the
not the
same,
same
but
Motherly
ring.
Love
Motherly
podcast
love,
Yes,
I think,
what
is
we're gonna
Motherly
go
Love
with.
Pod
Well, it
takeover.
involves motherly love.
You just like to think that Mother knows best, and some of the time,
Most of the time.
you have. Yes, it's been pretty good advice most of the time.
Well, no one's
You have chosen
perfect.
wisely.
No one's perfect.
Anyway, how are you, Mom?
I'm good.
Good to see
How
you.
are you.
I'm good.
How are you?
No, I feel like I
good.
haven't seen you in a long time.
What?
It's been a year.
Right, a year.
No,
You only
we
see her on the
We only
pod.
see her when she's on the pod. Other than that, we have nothing to do
You
with each
wish
other.
you only saw me on the pod.
You don't want to know a sweet anecdote as of late that Mom and I have.
What?
I always razz her, even if she does it or not. But every morning,
What
You
a
do
word.
it every
at 7,
morning.
I know
Every
you do.
morning.
I know.
Would I
but
miss
at the end of every day, I always tease her that she didn't.
I
Every
do
morning,
it every morning.
at 7:30 when she's leaving for school, I make sure she says hello to me.
No, I say, Maddie, are you awake? Yeah.
It's like I feel like I'm 12 again.
Have a good day.
It's
I love
crazy.
you.
Yeah.
Love you too, Mom.
That's awesome.
Should I lock the door? No worries.
That's awesome. That's
Every
awesome.
morning
Wow.
now. It's been a running thing for how long now? Like 4 months, probably.
Really?
Long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
it's pretty cool.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it makes you feel like a little kid. I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
totally. Like the wake
You-
up. The
Yeah.
wake up. The parents wake
They're
up.
going to school.
I do that to my daughters.
Yeah.
Well, not so much Charlie. She gets herself, but Libby.
Well, you've matured. You see, what I'm pointing out is that I'm still acting like I'm 12.
No. You'll always be my babies. That's just the way it works.
always be my baby. Do do do. Bye. Do 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 do.
You'll always be upon me. La da da da
Always be
da.
my baby.
I don't know the words.
Was that Mariah Carey?
Yes, dude. Oh, such a good record.
Whoa.
Oh, and
Oh,
It's not
boo.
me this time.
Party foul.
I
That's Jack
know.
Nicholson calling. Gentlemen.
Yep.
That's Andy's ringer,
all
by
good.
the way.
I
It's
know.
The beginning to
It was, you know what? You know what? That's funny. It was actually wasn't a call. It was a timer.
Oh.
to start the pod.
Yeah. And it was.
See
it
how
went
we're
off
right on
late.
time?
No, I was.
It's the next one. We're
It's-
already
yeah,
behind.
we're behind.
Okay,
no, I was on sleep and I kept hitting sleep and it
Wow.
yeah.
was Andy's
It's
timer?
my snooze from this morning.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no, it's from honestly, it's from the workout that I just did
the
before the-
workout. Andy.
No, could I just
Yeah.
bring this up for a second?
Well, if it's not about mom, do it quickly because we got to get.
Okay,
back
I'll
to
do it
mom
quickly
stuff.
because it's
All right.
definitely not about Mom.
Oh, darn.
But now that Andy's been working out lately, I'll tell you, I hear the strangest noises
beast
coming out of
mode.
his room.
I know. Me too.
I gotta get this in. I'm like, what is going on in there? I'm like, Andy, is your girlfriend over? Or are you working out?
let's
Very
just-
strange. Makes me feel very weird.
I love how mom's one that chimed in with, "Oh, I mean, this is our mother. Is your girlfriend over? Oh, so
Here,
mom.
somebody take a
mother.
Somebody take a bite of this hoagie,
That was
mom.
that was our mother.
Oh,
Here,
mom
Mike,
just
you
mom just
destroyed
I
smashed
got
our
so
mic.
upset.
You want to tighten that up there, Joe, for Mom? Because Mom's mic is falling all over the place.
I don't want
Dude,
to
tighten up.
That's,
It's like Archie Bell and the Drakes. Boom, 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 boom. Tighten up.
What are we gonna talk about today,
Tighten
guys?
up.
What are we going to talk about? No, speaking. I'll just end this thing with working out. We can't even watch a movie now without
I
Andy
know.
slipping
I
in some
know!
sets. The other
What the
night,
heck?
we're watching Days of Thunder because we do this every now and then because we love this film as brothers. And secretly on the floor, Matt and I are having some popcorn like
Yeah.
normal people
Like
do.
normally,
at a
all
movie.
relaxing, watching the movie,
Yeah. And we
commenting
look
on the
down-
shots.
We look down and Andy's secretly just trying to get some lower abs.
Yeah, he's doing leg
on the
raises.
floor, snuggling with Shmee,
okay.
like no one's
I know.
noticing, and then he rolls off of Shmee, and you can just hear.
Yeah.
I know.
I think
And I look
your
over,
little
I'm
brother
doing-
is becoming.
He's
is
doing leg
becoming
raises.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
And then he's doing the
Yeah,
Pfeiffer
yeah,
scissors.
Yes.
Ah, a little plug
Little
for
Pfeiffer
Scotty
scissors.
Pfeiffer.
Scott.
Yeah.
Love Scott.
No,
Love
but
Scott.
I mean, he's
one of a
always-
Tony Horton disciple.
He's in full beast mode all the time now.
No,
Yeah.
I you know what? It's weird.
And you
This guy,
calling yourself a beast. Look at this, I'm a beast.
yeah, this
I
guy
mean,
in my Tony Horton is in my head. Like
Yeah.
after we had a long
in
day
my head,
on Monday,
I see
and I missed
you
my cardio
right
day,
on me,
and I went to
my
lay down, and I literally saw Tony stand over me, going, "Life is about choices.
It is.
What kind of choice are you gonna make?" I got up. I ran 6 miles. I swear
There
to
you
God.
go.
Wow.
There
In
you
the
go.
pitch black
I
of
want to
night.
meet Tony
Wow.
Horton. I need
Yeah.
some ab work.
He's the best.
I know.
Yeah.
Can I go?
He's a man.
Simply the best.
Show's on a music kick.
Better than all
I think
the
I need like
rest.
30 cups of coffee to keep up.
I know.
Oh.
So, Mom,
Yes,
how's
dear.
school going? Our mom's a teacher.
Yep.
Once a teacher, always a teacher.
Always a teacher. Once
I
a
love
teacher.
it. Look
That's
out.
enough, Mom.
What do you want me to teach you today?
I don't know.
Mom, stay on mic.
I know what I don't want you to teach me. Any more sayings. Once a
What?
teacher, always a teacher.
That's right.
No, but so my mom is a teacher. She
Yes.
always has.
You know that old
Yeah.
saying?
You used to teach
Three
third grade, right?
Three
I
chimpanzees.
started with third grade.
Started with third
At what
grade.
school?
What is that saying? Three chimpanzees.
Memorial Elementary in Cinnaminson, New
Shut up, she's
Jersey.
talking.
38 kids in my class at one time,
Wow.
teaching them everything. I don't even know how.
Mom, Cinnaminson, right?
Cinnamon-
Like cinnamon,
yeah,
but
Cinnaminson.
Cinnaminson.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Cinnaminson, Jersey.
Yes.
And you had 38 kids in your third grade classes, right?
They gave me-
Cinnamon, New
Cinnamon,
Jersey.
No, say sin, na.
What's that fruit? Persimmon?
No, persimmon.
Persimmon?
Oh,
Persimmon?
Andy, you're an idiot.
Persimmon.
Perseppin?
Let's stop
Precipitation?
it. Cinnamon. Anyway, yes, I had great kids.
Yeah.
The first year I taught, they loaded my class with all the bad boys. Because,
Really? Why?
first year teacher, because they were the
first-year
bad
teacher.
boys. What they did
You were
was
That's
very young
smart.
when you started teaching.
20. But they gave
Oh my
me-
God! Let's
they-
take my 20-year-old, 5'1" blonde mother and put her in a room full of bad boys.
Yeah, but they were 8-year-olds. They were the
Oh, I
fantastic
saw a bunch of grown men
kids,
for some reason,
fantastic
with earrings
kids,
and
really smart.
greasers.
They were all really smart. They were just boys. An 8-year-old boy.
Wow.
And at that point, of course, I didn't have any 8-year-old boys because
Right.
we were just,
Who knew you were going to
a
have all
kernel
boys?
in my heart.
You were going to have all boys.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
Now
Gosh.
in that era, did you carry around like a whip? Were you allowed to
Or
wallop
a
them?
ruler, right?
I didn't have to wallop them. I just turned
I
out the
know.
lights.
I'm just setting you up.
She turned out the lights.
That's what I
Oh,
did.
What did that
That's
do?
awesome.
It's
Quiet them down.
shocking.
What was that mask that you wore when we were kids?
Oh, that was Matilda.
Where is that mask?
It fell apart. I used it
Mom
so
with
much.
her anecdotes.
Mom would have this witch mask,
Yeah.
and she would come into our rooms and go,
Oh gosh.
time to wake up. And this
Oh my God!
mask,
It was so.
Wait a
stupid.
second.
Oh.
real human skin
No, it was an
witch mask.
incredible
No,
mask.
no, no.
This was not normal.
I never did it to wake you up.
Yeah, I don't think so. It was.
I
we were
did
being
it
bad.
for discipline
For discipline.
Oh.
because
Man, did it work.
it did. I remember it was funny.
It was
You
funny.
kind of knew that
Oh,
it
of
wasn't
course
real.
we knew.
But
I didn't know it wasn't
I
real.
would say, if you don't behave, I'm going to call Matilda
Right.
to
That's
come
right.
babysit.
That's right.
Wait a
So-
minute.
That's right.
And where'd you get that flower from?
I cut it from the yard.
Oh, but it's for
I
me.
just had my one bloom.
Isn't it?
This is
so
the one bloom. You cut my one bloom out of the garden.
Well, maybe you should grow more than one freaking
Come on,
daisy,
Ann.
Matt.
Well, you can't put
You
it
know
back.
how hard these are to grow? I
But
can't
the-
believe you cut my one
Not to
bloom.
digress, but they say you should always cut the stem in the water.
Yeah.
If you cut it in the water, not out of the water, it doesn't go into shock.
stem in the
Underneath
water?
you cut the stem.
You put the
in
whole
water.
plant in water?
No,
What do you rip out the bush from the root? What do you? How
You
would
get
you
the hose and-
possibly do that?
when you pluck a flower, or if you have a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, you retrim
when
them
you go
underwater.
to retrim
Oh,
them,
yeah.
On an
in the water,
angle.
retrim them.
That
You know
makes
why?
sense.
Cut it on an angle.
Think of it as
I
like
just read it.
think of it's like a straw, right? And the flower is sucking all the nutrients in the water up to the top of the
Right,
petals.
Right.
Well, when you cut it, you allow an air bubble
Right.
to get in there.
Right. That's
And that
that's
air
what they
bubble,
said.
as it travels up, it cuts off basically the circulation.
Right. So it only
The
goes to a
same
certain
thing.
part.
You know when you see in horror movies and somebody puts air into a IV,
Yes.
and then that air bubble gets to your heart and kills you?
Yes.
In horror movies,
Same
that's
kind
just,
of a thing.
That's
To
just
that-
life. If
to
you,
that
if you
point-
inject
Okay,
air
so
in
To
it.
that
not-
point, that's why even when flowers die, the stem is super moist and full of water because it actually just stopped getting it to the top. Anyway, they say your flowers will last like twice as long if you cut the stems, refresh the stems under the water.
And put a little sugar in the water.
Yeah, a little sugar. Anyway, I don't want to digress because we got to get back to Mom.
7
I can't
Up
believe
works,
that's my
Sprite
bloom.
works.
All right.
Can you
You'll
not?
be all right, man. It's for
Listen.
Mom.
We're supposed to enjoy these.
So listen.
It's okay.
Let Mom finish so we can have some.
Finish what? Oh, the bad boys?
Yes.
Oh, I had a classroom of naughty boys who were so smart, and they just needed to be directed.
Wow.
And that's what happened.
Wow.
What did your day look like?
My day now?
No, back then.
How do I? Oh, it was,
I
normal
remember
day.
when I was 20 pretty vividly.
I remember.
So I'm not asking about when you were 2.
No, I'm only kidding. No, that it was a chaotic day. Arrive at school. You get them. The one thing when I walked into
Did
that
you have like a
classroom-
nemesis teacher?
Not really. I had great teaching team.
I'm just asking.
But no, when I walked into the classroom, we had desks and they were in rows.
Mm.
Well, that wasn't going to work. I reassembled them into pods.
Cool.
I had all learning stations all over the classroom. So it was. I loved it.
Did you have a classroom pet?
No, we didn't have
Darn
a classroom
it.
pet.
But you had a bunch of stuff up on the walls,
That-
right?
Learning centers.
Yes.
I created learning centers for all the concepts, and
What were
it's
the
amazing.
What were the learning centers?
It reading, all the different phonograms, teaching, vocabulary. Then I had a comprehension station,
Krav
math
Maga.
stations. I did a unit on photosynthesis, and I had
Dang.
a butterfly garden for metamorphosis.
That's what I would have loved.
Wow.
Do you remember
And-
those old butterfly gardens that we used to make?
Yeah.
We had yes, and I'm actually going to get one for
Those
the
are really
school.
fun. I
Those
used
are
to
the
love
best.
those.
Metamorphosis, the teach.
I
kids,
know.
From
Incredible.
the
Well, it's got a
alpha,
great
egg,
it's got a
larva,
great
pupa,
metaphor
adult.
there that applies to human life because say you're like you said a kid who's maybe been coined as being bad or can't read or can't do this.
all of that.
Anybody has the ability to
100%.
metamorphosize themselves
It's a well, of
and,
course,
and
it's a
break out into a
metamorphosis.
beautiful
What a-
butterfly.
what a-
That's right.
The word
what a
metaphor is
metaphor.
in metaphor, right? It's
Metamorphosis.
Yeah, metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
Yep.
Yeah, but
a metaphor.
A
That's
metamorphosis.
different. That's different.
I know, but
Metaphor's
it has
different.
similar
Very similar.
And then
sounding.
meta is all different.
That's
Has a
right.
whole different meaning
Yeah,
today.
That's right. And you
but
broke
not
it into
really.
pods, which I find it very funny because you're on a pod.
I am on a
today.
pod.
The metaverse.
There's all
The
this
metaverse.
synergy here.
Yes.
I know that we all benefited from Mom's, just
Passion for teaching.
yes, because
It is
it
passion.
went into everything that we did.
Yeah.
She found Abingdon Friends School, which is where you and I went. Her, journey and lust for making sure that our education was really enriched and unique. She found this beautiful school in the suburbs of Philadelphia, and man, it was amazing. I've talked about it several times, but Abingdon Friends was
Abingdon Friends
life changing
was
for
a
me,
full- yeah.
and one of the greatest schools and experiences that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Also, when she was teaching me on Summer Reynolds, she was my teacher.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
doing that movie with John Candy, and because she was a credited teacher, so we were in Florida. They allowed her to be my set tutor, which was incredible. And our hotel room, Andy wasn't born yet, but our hotel room, she turned it into an aquarium, and we did an entire thing about sea life,
I love that.
Oceanography.
Oh my
That
god!
sounds fun.
How cool is that?
I think
That was cool.
the real extraordinary thing was with how much. Why are you moving my
Because your
mic?
mic is actually underneath your chin.
That's okay.
Oh gosh.
There we go.
Do I want it?
Yeah, I prefer it.
But
that
No,
way.
I'm just worried that his
What were
beard
you
hairs are
saying,
going to be
Andy?
constantly.
Wait, Andy was saying
No, I was just
something.
saying. Yeah, the extraordinary thing was Mom's dedication
Oh.
for our education while we were working.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was the real impressive stuff.
It had to be. It was the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do what you wanted to do and you loved it, you loved working, but education had to be first. And it took me a while to get producers on board with that, but we were very fortunate because with Thomas, with Blossom and Brotherly Love and all, they were very accommodating. They didn't really want to be to begin with
No,
because
I
it was
know.
expensive.
Yeah.
But when we did Brotherly Love, we had an entire classroom with language. We had you had Spanish. Sandy Santa Cruz was your Spanish teacher. Rocky, was math and science. Rocky Glenn,
is a
he's
genius.
fat.
He's actually going to
He's
be
the-
on
he-
the pod coming up here in a few weeks.
I mean,
He's going to join us in
like-
studio. Really amazing educator. Has a private charter school.
Yeah.
Both my older daughters went there for a period of time. Brilliant
Gave
man.
them
He's
a
going to talk about
foundation.
education. We're going to have a whole pod on that. We're
Yes.
excited about that. But anyway, go
yeah.
ahead.
So, and we had a whole classroom, and it was an election year, so we had that huge open room, and
right.
we studied the American government,
It's 96,
the three-part.
right? Yeah.
It was totally
96.
96.
Was it 96?
Was 96.
No.
Yeah,
No,
would
it
that
was
be?
90.
It was
No,
96.
it was
Nope.
no, it wasn't.
Way
96.
before that.
It was before that. It was before that.
Way before 96.
yeah.
I don't want to embarrass you here, but Bill Clinton won in 92. And he had 4 years. So the election was
96?
96 when he won again. And then in 2000, George H.W. Bush won.
I kind of wouldn't mess with him on the
Don't you know that-
historical facts.
The reason
Joe
why I know
was-
that is because Bob Dole.
Because I'm running for president.
Bob Dole here,
Jeez,
Bob Dole,
Joe.
Bob Dole.
Yeah.
He was running on the Republican side, all right, and Bill Clinton won again. So
That's
yeah.
just weird because I started Boy Meets World in 96.
No, you
No,
definitely
you
did not.
definitely
You started
didn't.
Boy Meets World
No.
probably
You
98.
definitely didn't.
No, bro.
No. It was
I did 4 years and we ended in 2000.
No, you graduated high
honey,
school in
you were
98,
brotherly.
Matt.
It was
Maddie,
brotherly
listen,
love.
man.
Yeah,
after
you
that.
graduated
won't
high
get
school in
edit
98.
this
He already
all out,
knows
but
he's
you're
wrong.
being ridiculous.
As soon as I
It's
said he
okay.
graduated high school in 98, he
know.
realized he was
It's
wrong.
okay.
Yeah, I know. I was. Well, I am sure of this because this is my life, but I definitely graduated high school on the set of Boy Meets World. 100%.
That's fine. We did
Yeah, it's
Brotherly
fine,
Love
but-
from 95 to 97, 3 seasons.
No.
Yes, we did.
No.
Honey,
Wow.
Google
All right.
it.
No.
What an
Apparently,
argument, you guys.
well,
Well, if anybody's still listening out there,
nobody is. But
No.
at this point, are they
No,
fighting?
I disagree.
of course.
Okay.
What else is new?
Are you
Well,
What a
I'm not
shocker.
gonna-
are you
I don't really
actually
need
Googling it?
Well, I don't really
please?
need to.
Both of them are Googling.
Our
Oh,
TV
boy.
series ran
It's gonna
from
be-
95 to 97.
His Google is going to say something different than his
IMDb,
Google.
Brotherly Love, 95 to 97.
Yes, that makes sense.
Seasons.
Dear, you were
And
in,
you did Boy Meets World starting in 98, which would make sense.
No,
'cause
I
you
didn't.
graduated
Joe.
from high school.
No, I wasn't only on that show for 2 years. We ended it in 2000. That was the last season. I'm positive of that.
That
I did
would be
4
3 years.
seasons.
98, 99, and 2000 would be 3 years.
I started at 97.
Whatever.
Okay.
At the latest.
Okay,
you believe
let's
this?
not get
Anyway.
into this because
Mom,
this
break us
can't-
up. Be a mother.
this can be
Do your
factual.
job on Mother's Day,
Okay.
Mom. Break us up.
Okay, relax, guys. Just relax. This is not.
97.
97. So halfway through 97, you did Brotherly Love the first half. We would rap, and you probably started Boy Meets World in the fall of 97.
No, it was April.
Okay, great. Well, Boy
No,
Meets
no,
well,
no, no,
yeah.
no. It had to be the new season, baby.
Now
Because
Mom gets to the
we
argument.
did finish. We did
By the way, I'm
finish.
just instigating here.
I get it.
I actually don't
Joey's
care.
backing out of it. I
Yeah.
really don't.
No, it was April 97, but that's okay.
No, it
I
wasn't
just looked
April because
At, yeah, it was. I have
I looked
They
it up. I
weren't-
have those dates saved. in
I
my
don't
phone.
think they were shooting in April.
Yeah. Yeah, I have it. I have the press release
Well, maybe the press release
press
came out because you
release.
probably.
on Google. I just looked it up.
Yeah, but maybe
But they
that's when they said
probably-
you were joining the show.
But they
the
didn't
season
start
probably
filming.
started in July or August.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know how it
I don't
works.
Half hour
think so.
comedies do.
Yeah. Woo!
Okay.
Okay, we're not fighting here.
Only 30
Let's talk about
episodes,
good
30
things
years
and
of
nice
television.
things. Who
This
cares?
This whole episode digresses into
Yeah.
a
Who
big family
cares?
argument.
People are like, oh, I got to turn this off. I usually tune in to listen to you guys and laugh. Now all I'm doing is getting pissed. Click.
Oh no.
no.
It's all good.
But anyway.
Okay, so yeah, teaching is my passion, and my obviously I didn't teach you guys very well
Oh,
to like
my gosh.
to conflict
I had crazy
resolution.
boys in my class.
And
then
now I
had
have crazy.
Kumbaya,
Now I have
my
crazy
lord.
sons, and I have
Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, Mom. All right.
Okay.
So how many years did you teach before I came along?
four and a half.
4.5
Actually,
years.
I got no, not quite. I got
Didn't
really
you get your
sick.
master's degree too when I was born?
No, I got my master's degree when I was pregnant with Matt.
Oh.
That's why I'm so smart.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Because I knew I had to
There are
finish it.
pictures where I was there. That's right. That's right.
You
At
were
your
there. I had to
graduation. Right.
finish it before I gave birth
Right.
because I knew once I gave birth I wouldn't be able to, do it. And I did.
Yep.
I finished it and
That's
it was great.
amazing. Wow.
And it was in early childhood development. So you actually were
Yeah, that's why.
my guinea pig.
Yeah.
And everything
Oh,
I did, all
God.
the projects I did, especially with
explains a
art.
lot.
No. Listen.
That's why I was
listen.
able to do the Tonight Show and crush.
That's right, at 5. Because
Best of tapes. Anyway, go ahead.
it was an understanding, and I've said this before, of nurture nature. You, at a very young age, wanted to do what you do.
Right.
You exhibited it. I knew it. It had to happen. And then when Maddie came along, he wasn't quite sure, but once
Didn't know anything.
he was the creature person, because everything, when Matt was a very little boy, all of his artwork was below the baseline. You
Remember
know, when
that.
kids
The
draw
bummies.
the bummy villages.
Yep.
So he
I drew a
always
couple
had
bummy
these
villages.
villages.
I tried it.
No, you didn't.
Sucked.
There was all the villages and creatures, and everything was happening underground.
Yeah.
Andy, I just knew. Andy was born on a soundstage, and he just came out
I was
entertaining.
directing films at 3.
You were.
Andy came out like Danny McBride in Tropic Thunder. Woo! Time to set this forest on fire. So
He
Andy
did.
came out. Yeah.
He came out. He was each
Like
one. You were
Yosemite
so
Sam.
different. You were all. You had such different. Shh.
I'm sorry.
You need to like
It
settle.
was the life of the
You
party.
had. You don't settle because there'll be go dead quiet. We need your energy, please. But no, you were all very different. You had very different personalities. But in terms of academic ability, you're all very similar. You're all very smart boys. You've got really good grades.
Thanks, Mom.
And
Thanks,
yes, and you've
Thanks, Mom.
continued to grow. Okay, now I have some.
I was
some little-
valedictorian in my school. I just want to point that
You
out.
were.
Really?
Yes, you were. And I have it on
course.
video if you want to see it.
0.6 GPA.
You had that
bro.
on video?
Of
Of
course.
That was her firstborn.
Listen, he was supposed. Listen, he was supposed to be on the cover of People magazine
Was.
for his graduation. Unfortunately,
Good old. Was
look,
it the juice?
it was the week of the OJ situation.
It was the juice.
OJ
And-
had to go kill a couple of people.
No,
Right
that's-
when I graduated.
That's
well,
not
for
even.
legal purposes, we don't know that for
We
sure.
don't know that.
That's
for
not
sure,
even. But you did get the little corner square
I got the corner insert.
on People magazine.
Where the hell is that? Me? I can't even tell. It's the grain.
But it was your graduation was
Oh, it
a
was
very
amazing.
big deal.
It was
a
really
very
big
big
deal. It
deal.
was really cool.
So
The
was
whole
yours,
country
so
was
Riveted.
involved.
I had like 4 pages inside the magazine.
He did, and it was a
my
beautiful
gosh.
article.
No, you know what I actually loved about the most part about that, not digress, that all my friends were in People magazine.
Yes, they were.
They came to the school and they shot Chris and Ben and Ryan and Ross Barish and and Josh, and they were all there. And I remember their parents. I remember going over to their houses afterwards, like over the summer, and that magazine came out, and it was a 4-page spread, and they all had those People magazines on their
Aw.
coffee tables, because their kids were in it. Yeah, it was
so
really
See?
cool. It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really neat. Yeah.
And we made your friends part of your life. They were very important. Friendship was a very important part of your life. But you were a little tentative about sleepovers. And when you
Yeah,
went
I
to
love
sleep at Jeff's house, I had to stay in the driveway the whole night because
What?
Oh my
I slept
Lord.
in the driveway in the car.
Brian? You mean Brian Heiserman?
Yeah,
Brian and Jeff. Yeah.
yeah, and
Wait a minute, that's
Jeff
the-
was your friend.
That is
Right, right.
arguably
Yes.
insane.
Yeah, I
What?
was
well,
nervous.
but I
You
knew.
slept. You let him. Why didn't you just don't let him like?
I didn't know. I didn't know she slept in the driveway. I was
No.
just like, I'm a little worried about sleeping over. I didn't love the idea of sleepovers.
There were some. I'll tell you the truth.
You remember
at
Benji,
that
by
point?
the way, that I went to school with? Remember
Yeah,
Benji?
his mom was your Mofson.
No, that was Zach.
Oh, Zach, yeah.
But Benji, we saw Benji at the Richmond Con. Remember when he came
No.
out?
Oh yeah.
You
Benji,
did?
he brought his yes. He,
Oh
and
my
he
goodness.
actually had the picture from People magazine. He was one of the guys in
Oh
that
my
shot they
goodness,
took
yes,
of us.
yes.
Yes. Anyway,
I remember one of your friends. I won't mention his name.
okay.
Who you were writing a paper together, and he copied your entire paper
Oh yeah.
and handed it in,
Yeah.
and I was there
Yeah.
helping you guys.
Yeah.
And
I was there
don't.
writing it for you guys.
No, I didn't.
Mom, please.
Well,
this
wait.
is a pod. People listen to this.
No, I did not do that because
No.
The
that
reason
would have
I
been
know
a
it was your
hindrance.
paper is because I wrote that darn paper. It was a darn good paper.
A plus.
I did proofread it, but how are you so audacious to steal a paper when the mom?
That
but he
happens
did.
all the time.
Yep.
He
No,
does.
that was
was
crazy.
bad.
Yeah,
that was bad.
crazy.
It was
Anyway,
a bad thing.
Now
Anyway.
people just steal our scripts.
that's right.
They
That's
do
right.
that too.
And
I've
our
seen that,
ideas.
and your ideas. That's happened, and your music.
Oh yeah.
But it is what it is.
Doesn't
You
ever
have to be
stop.
careful.
A bunch
stop.
of thieves out there running
Never
around.
can stop. Never can
Yeah.
stop. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mom,
Okay.
but continue. Sorry. I
Anyway,
didn't mean to digress.
I was just mentioning little memories.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
have some memories in a little bag here. You want to see them?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I think
Well,
we should hit some like theme music like they do like in Sesame Street, like or Mr. Rogers, like it's memory time. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum,
well, if we're going to do that, I need to go to the
What
storage unit
creepo
because I have
pod-
cartons of
what?
memories.
What creepo, dude? Mr. Rogers was not creepo.
He was
okay?
fabulous.
Fabulous.
Sure,
Listen.
but that was creepy.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum,
It's
bum,
a beautiful
bum, bum.
name.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
beautiful
memory bag.
day in the
That's so weird.
neighborhood.
Is it weird?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
that's the
then
least of the
they-
weirdness at this table. Trust me. Okay.
Okay.
Over here.
Mr. Rogers was
Guy.
great.
So
But you guys always make fun of me because of my stuff, because I save
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Mom's got a lot of stuff.
But
there
it's-
isn't a cabinet in the house that you can open up that doesn't fall.
No, that's
Things
not true.
don't
That's not true.
fall.
But it's about memories.
I'm going to go with Andy on this
everything
one.
in the house has become a mini game.
No.
See
Like
this? You see
dodgeball.
this?
Look at this.
This is
Yeah, but that's
from,
a new cup, and that's
this is-
cool.
But okay, so it's new because you're invested in
Memories.
this.
This was last week, Mom.
This was last year.
Oh, Shmee.
And this is Joe Fitz and Timmy, and this is from Mistletoe Mix Up. But it says joy, and every morning I have my
Her cup
coffee.
of joy.
Oh,
and I have my
boy.
cup of joy. Anyway, I won't do that now.
What the
but
heck?
I don't know what that diatribe was about. That was off-brand.
that was odd.
Mom. Tell us
Joey,
Yeah.
age 5. This is my Mother's Day gift from Joey, age 5.
Wow.
So you make fun of me, but
Wow.
and this is
How do you have that?
That's a relic.
how do I have it?
I don't know.
5. How old are you?
Thing's
Let's
got to be
not
100
say.
years old.
How old are you? Let's not say. I don't mind. Everybody knows how old I am.
I know.
Joey, age 5. See, isn't that cute?
Wow.
My mom likes flowers. Okay, this is supposed to be my Mother's Day card. The rest of it is about you. I love Lollipop Land. I went there before, but in my dreams.
Lollipop
This
Land.
is Joey.
I love
Okay,
lollipops.
I had a dream about
Joe
me
still
eating.
dreams about Lollipop Land.
You guys.
I had a
love
dream about me eating delicious turkey. He had 2 legs and a long neck. Okay, that's
them. Even
you.
when I was done with them.
I had a dream that I was in Washington, D.C., and I saw the White House, and we were in a nice taxi cab. We went in the tallest buildings, and we ate dinner, and we saw the sun setting. You were 5.
Surprised,
how I knew.
I'm surprised you didn't say, and then you moved
Okay.
in. To
This
the
is
White
my
House.
grandfather and grandmother's house, and I like their house a lot because the hawk always comes down to eat their smoke.
Yeah, what? Yeah, Pop. The hawk would always come to the chimney, and I asked Pop, and he would joke. He was like, "He's eating the smoke."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, so you make fun,
Wow.
but this is a
Wait,
treasure.
is there any more in that story? Was that the end?
What do you got about? What do you got? What,
No, there's other things in there I didn't read.
what did I make, Mom?
But well,
what did
okay,
you get from me?
okay,
I like this story. Continue to read it.
No, that's it.
no.
I want to hear more about what I made.
Okay,
Oh.
the other thing I save is when you guys were naughty, and you were naughty quite a bit.
Is that blood all over that letter?
No.
Oh.
that would be Andy's.
This is, but it is put together with a Band-Aid.
That's not mine.
This is from Matt.
Yeah, it looks like
And
Matt.
whenever Matt misbehave, and my disciplinary technique was to make you write apology letters because I thought it would resonate and maybe make a difference. Apparently, maybe it did. But anyway, this is a beautiful letter. I can't read the whole thing.
Why
because-
not?
Well, because some of it's too personal.
We got
and you
plenty of
wouldn't want me
time.
to.
Oh my god.
It says, "Mom, I am very sorry for spazzing out at you.
still says that.
I know this is not your fault." But anyway, I won't read all this. I don't
What?
have
Oh,
my-
keep going. A little
Hey,
I
more.
don't
can I
have
just
my-
tell you something? I have a
Here, let me
page in this
see.
thing where I talked about X-wing fighters.
No. I'm not going to. Yeah, I'll
I
show
just
it
want
to
to see it.
you afterwards.
No,
Look at
I
this.
want to see what there's any
Just
other
don't
little
read anything.
anecdotes.
Look at
that
this. No.
are interesting to read.
Look at
Okay,
this.
but
Is that a-
wait.
is that a Soviet nuke?
No, this is not a Soviet.
Does it look like a nuke? Soviet.
I love power.
Once I was in a rocket.
What?
Once I was in a rocket.
I
ship.
wouldn't mind having
Joe.
my hand on the button.
Can't wait to move into the White House.
Wow, Joe is really a
Little do we know, born a dictator over here.
Okay, I have many of these. I'm taking this back. Okay, I have many of
She
these
just rips
from
it.
all of you, but this is how I knew you needed to do what you wanted to do.
Wow, that's really
because
actually
you were
5 years old. is pretty
you were
good.
only 5
those,
years old.
Those
yeah.
drawings are super impressive.
And this, you were about 10, but it said
Matt
basically
was 17.
basically this
Still
letter.
writing apology letters. I'm very sorry.
Wait, read the one from last week, Mom.
I spazzed out.
Mom, I'm sorry I
I was
spazzed out when you
thinking-
woke me up.
I was thinking maybe I should start doing that again,
Yeah,
having you write apology letters.
we all need
You
to.
know, because like for many moms, it's like you have to hit the mark with
Can
a
we-
broken heart. You know what I
I
mean?
wonder, can
Yeah.
I
Many
just,
days.
can
That's a good one. Keep that.
can we-
Matt's gonna make fun of me,
Hit
but
the
it's
mark with a
true.
broken heart.
It's true.
can we just email you now?
You can
Yeah.
email me. I know how to.
I just speak it into the phone.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
notes.
It dictates all this weird
for-
stuff.
But wait, this note is about basically. I'm going to summarize it. I'll let you read this in a minute. But you had a homework assignment due, and you didn't do it. And this was. And
Why
then
didn't I do it?
You just didn't do it. I don't know why you didn't do
You
it.
don't
but
do anything you're
you
asking me.
realized, and then you said you apologized for asking me to bail you out because I've done this so many times, and and it says I know this is not your problem, and you know that's basically what you said. But it does make writing the apology letters made you go in a little deeper. You know, it was put together with a Band-Aid, which
Oh, that is so
you have
sweet.
a son.
Very
a son.
thoughtful of me.
That,
Yes.
that son's pretty well
Yeah.
executed.
Of course,
Thanks.
there's always there's hearts, a lion roaring, and then lizards. You know,
Really?
yeah.
You see the lion you drew? It's pretty
Yeah, it's
dope.
really good. And it said, I'm sorry for my grammar and spelling. I love you. Here's your
As he
little
always
lizard.
does.
There's lizard.
Hey,
there's
that's a
flowers.
chameleon.
It's a chameleon.
Yeah.
But
Is that a spider web?
It's a spider web.
I always did like
this
spiders.
is all. I mean, you were 10 years old, so
Wow.
this is
That's
this
actually
is
pretty
like
impressive.
this is these things I cherish.
It
you
is
know?
very nice.
You make me. You
All right,
make
now
fun
let's
of
move
me.
on. What do you got for
But
me?
wait, and then this is Andy.
Oh.
Now Andy is
What?
about
I bet you'll be quiet now.
Shh.
no.
Let mom talk.
Dear Mom, I will never say F you again.
How old was he? 3?
He was about 7. He was 7.
Oh my
Because it
gosh.
is a bad word,
What a
and I
freak.
just should not say it. Even though I was kidding around, some people may think I was serious. I am sorry. I will not do it again. I promise. I will not say F you again.
This is what I love. My favorite
Love.
part is Andrew Lawrence.
Andrew Lawrence.
He's not his full name. What an idiot.
He's already doing autographs
already
at
showman.
age 7.
Wait.
Yeah.
Love always, Andy Lawrence.
This is another time.
Ooh, is that my cursive? It's not bad though.
I will never say F you again. Because it is a bad word.
Oh my gosh.
And I should just not say it.
Just not say it.
Even though I was kidding around.
Same.
So it's the same.
He's on message, man. He never goes off message.
Yeah.
Ever.
I will not do it again, I promise.
I
Gosh,
mean,
it's
But I probably have about 20 versions of this.
I'm crying.
what you know what mom used to do though, and it was brilliant.
Wow.
But mom would do this
Oh,
because you know
boy.
it is repetition with kids, right?
It
You don't
is.
chemically. You just
Absolutely.
can't. You
Absolutely.
can't really
That's a good time.
execute what you're being asked to execute, even if you want to, because you just chemically can't do it, right? And I experienced this even with my daughters as they've grown up. Like it's just you have to wear them down with repetition, right?
Yes.
Outlast and outnumber and with repetition, right? So at the end of the day, I remember, and I know you and I and Andy, same thing. You get to a point where if you said one too many things, you were disrespectful, or didn't do something, or lie, or whatever, it was go write a letter. No.
Yeah.
Letter.
Yeah,
It was one word. Letter.
No.
And
Well, because
that's
you knew,
why-
like, for the next hour
But I
or two,
had-
you're sitting at a table,
Yeah.
and you're just, even if you write it quickly, you have
You're
to
just-
sit there for like an hour.
And you
Yep.
have to think about it.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, I
Yep.
used to think, I used to do the
Treachery.
naughty chair.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I was
I-
in a corner at one point.
Well,
were
I
in a
tried the
corner.
corner.
I
The
spent a lot of
but
time in
you-
corners.
You were 3 and you said,
I looked over once, and Andy had been put in the corner, and then he was really young, but he was taking a poop right in the corner.
I had to go, man.
okay, but wait.
He was seriously decided just to take a poop in the corner.
That was Matt. Matt was the one who was peeing and
You all
pooping in
pooped-
plants.
Something. Will you let
You
her
all
talk?
pooped in the corner at one
Of
point.
course we did.
All of you.
Yeah, Dad said I could pee on trees, so I found some potted plants
No,
in the house.
you-
I peed on those.
No, you peed on the
Go.
tree
Yeah.
during
Oh, the
his
big
high
tree.
school
The big tree,
graduation
yes.
That's right.
because you had to go.
I have a
Big
weird
tree, but
memory
that
of
wasn't
this.
tree.
No, it was
outside.
you.
No, it was me.
No, it was you.
Yeah. I
Wait,
remember.
high school graduation.
No,
He's
no,
not
no.
that much
It
older.
was.
I remember when it was.
You were not that much
I have
younger.
the literally have
Oh,
the
it was
memory.
when you were the
Yes.
at Abington Friends. The kindergartners escorted a senior.
Yes.
Yes.
So that it was you.
I remember. I have the memory
You
because
peed on the tree right in the middle of the ceremony.
I remember looking around and even think I got embarrassed. I was thinking, oh, this probably wasn't a good idea.
Although you still do that because I
It's
noticed it the other day.
it's more effective to pee on trees.
Yeah, and in bottles, anything else you can pee in. But
Okay.
the point is,
so
Mom, what were you saying? You were
which
just saying
time?
something- Well, you were saying something.
Well,
before you got
hold on. I
interrupted.
got to just interject
You're
this
still
Uh-oh.
interrupting.
because I just want to say that I'm not the only one who pees in bottles. Have you seen
Howard Hughes?
No, well, yes, but have you seen? And he was a very smart guy. Have you seen the news about The Rock?
He pees in bottles?
He pees, everybody's on him right now because he pees in Voss bottles and leaves them all over the set and gets his PA to dispose of them.
No.
Yes.
Ew.
Why doesn't he just go to the bathroom?
And his quote was he doesn't want to he doesn't want to because he has to keep himself so hydrated.
Oh, okay.
He has to pee every like 30, 40 minutes on set. He doesn't want to have to keep stop to shoot.
But you know those plastic bottles I gave
take
you
a
for
10-1.
Christmas?
He doesn't want to do it.
Wait.
He just pees in bottles.
That's weird.
Did you use the bottles I gave you in your stocking that wouldn't fit in your stocking?
No,
I
but
had to-
Matt
I
has.
used
I didn't use
Did
those.
you ever use it?
No, because
I
I've
have not
never.
used
I
it.
can pee on toilets when
Yeah. But
I mean,
at appropriate
both-
I use
times.
it.
Well, I have been in the
I
car,
have, I
not
just
with
haven't used it
Andy,
yet.
but I've been in the car with both of you guys where you had to pee.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay?
No, and if I ever had
So
to,
if I didn't have
if
a
I ever-
Ziploc,
yeah.
then
Oh, gosh.
we were
A
in trouble.
Ziploc.
Well, this
That's a
one over.
really weird one.
Well,
how do you make that
It's
work?
just-
What do you mean? It's a big hole. You just put it in there. and
No,
you-
no, no, no. Ziplocs. That's gosh.
I did
What if
it.
there's a tiny little leak? The springs.
I feel like it's.
Oh gosh.
It's amazing. This bag fits a lot of it. Oh! I knew I wasn't
I
filling it
know.
up. It just keeps coming out the
I
bottom.
know.
Yeah, no.
Look, when I had to take you to New York, and I was trying to potty train you. I had a blow up potty.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
to take you in the ladies' room, blow it up on the sink, try to get you on the sink. It was what a. How did
Wasn't
that
there
happen?
a? Didn't we have a? Didn't you have a potty that was set up in the back of the minivan?
I put it in the back of the minivan.
But for me,
Do you remember when we were on the New Jersey Turnpike and
my
you had
gosh.
to go poopies, and you went in there,
What a
and
word.
and we put it in a bag, and because it was and we put it
'Cause
in
it
the
was
trunk,
stinky.
and we got stopped by the state trooper,
Oh my
and he
gosh.
said, "What's in the trunk?" Because
I remember
said,
that.
Because you saw Dad like
it's
slipping
a
it in
bag.
there like
It's a bag of
nefariously.
it's a bag of poop.
didn't we talk
And he
about
said,
this?
"Open it." And he looked and he goes, "Oh." And it was that.
That's almost
a
like the
true
scene from
story.
Dumb and Dumber when the cop pulls them over. There's pee in the beer
Oh
bottles.
my gosh, he goes,
Give
oh
me
my
that
gosh.
beer, you pumpkin pie haircutted freak. Yes. He goes.
Tic Tac, sir. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. He's so good. I watched something about Mary last night for the first time in
it's so
years,
good.
and
You know what's funny?
oh my
I
god,
didn't understand that movie when I first saw it. Can
no
you imagine?
man,
Oh
it's
my
not 6,
gosh.
7.
That scene.
You know, 7's the number, man.
And you know what's funny?
Seven
I got.
dwarves,
I was like rummaging
Seven
through,
little-
the house, and I hear.
chimpanzees
I love
swinging on
her.
a branch.
I love Mary, man.
Uncle
Coming out of
Mary.
Andy's room.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
You know
God,
it's
that
something
was so
about Mary.
funny.
That is such a great movie. Anyway, I love that. I love that movie. So yeah, Matt's actually taken poops a lot of places. Andy pooped. Remember, Andy pooped on we were in a Learjet.
Whoa.
Oh,
Trip.
we
by
were
the
with a
time
friend.
I came around,
Wait.
there was just pee pads. You just laid pee pads down like for
No,
an
No,
like,
no,
yeah.
no, no.
Oh,
No,
you-
but we
you're
were
not
on
a puppy.
our friend's
Yeah.
plane, and he had to
Yeah,
go to the bathroom, and it was
we were on John
We
Travolta's plane.
told this story
Yeah,
before
we
you
did,
guys.
but
You
Andy
did?
peed
No.
in there or pooped in there.
he
Blew up
had
the
to.
whole plane.
Oh,
Remember?
it stunk.
You put a little curtain. There's no bathroom. It was a small plane
It
at
was
that
the
point.
seat.
It was a seat.
When
and
you lift the bottom cover of the seat, there's a toilet underneath, but it was actually just an airplane seat.
I know, but John was so cool. He went,
So sweet.
Woo!
It's not like you can put the windows down.
No, he was so
At
sweet.
30,000
He was so
feet.
amazing about that. I mean,
He
he was
was.
he was 2 years old. He had to go.
It's
Yeah.
so cute.
You know,
And Andy was potty trained early because Matt and I took him to the bathroom with us all the time.
Yeah.
So he like.
I
he
never.
knew how to
It
go to
was
the bathroom
amazing.
so early.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you,
weird.
I remember
you
just-
all potty.
I remember
trained
one
really
time
I
he
have
had
these
to
really
go.
bad memories of this.
I remember one time
Just
he had to
kidding.
go, and I
Just
was
kidding.
Mom had told us if Andy says he's if,
Just kidding.
anyway, and you know
Only
he's gonna
good
have to
memories.
go, make sure you take him to the bathroom. But he was so small he couldn't get he couldn't get his little ding-a-ling to reach the toilet. So
Right. He
I
still
held
can't.
I held him up by his arms,
Oh yeah.
and he was like swinging like a little monkey, and he
Remember that?
peeing into the
Yes,
toilet.
I remember.
Oh.
I used to do that with him too.
Our little
We still have to
Andy.
do that with him from time
Yeah,
to
from
time.
time to
remember?
time.
He still likes us
I
to do
could
that.
tell a story,
You
but
guys
I won't.
couldn't lift
about
me
you
up.
all going to the bathroom, but I won't. I won't.
Your
share
lives
that one.
depended
what?
on it.
I won't share that one. I was gonna. I won't do it.
You can
Gonna
share
get-
anything you want.
No.
Matt and I used to have lightsaber fights
Oh yeah.
to see how long.
I
our streams
remember
could
you
go.
all
Yep.
going in and you walking out and say, "That's not fair."
Oh
What the heck?
Yeah,
No, I'm just sorry.
because I was a long peer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are just
No,
disgusting. Mom,
anyway.
that's disgusting. Really.
I
People
also.
don't want to hear your schlong
I want to. I
jokes.
found this letter, and I
Okay.
want to read this letter.
Okay.
Well, whose letter is this?
This is a letter.
Wait, what's that letterhead?
It's from the Kea Lani.
Oh
Wow, the original.
Kea Lani.
It's actually
man.
it's a better logo.
It is a better logo.
Okay.
Should we
It
just explain
says,
the Kea Lani for people
To
out
the
there?
mystery voice. I thought I was hallucinating when I heard your voice over my balcony. I'd be very happy to meet you. Who are you? At your convenience, I hope that this is not too intrusive to your privacy. Sincerely, Ross Valerie, who is the original bass player from Journey, and you were singing. And he wanted to meet you because of the mystery voice.
Wow.
Do you remember that? Did you?
Vaguely.
I
Yeah,
believe, and you were
yeah.
pretty young.
Yeah.
I mean, you were
Probably 16 or 15.
15 or 16,
Yeah.
but you were
Maybe you
singing.
thought you were a chick.
No.
No.
Dude. I have
You
a voice
know?
of an
That's
angel.
what it is.
But he said Journey.
Yeah.
He said he signed it, Ross Valerie.
Wow,
Journey.
that's
Cool.
really
That
cool.
is
But
really cool.
But and he said Villa 24, and we did go, but he left before. He left this letter. We didn't get
So
this
close,
letter
Joe.
until afterward. But you know,
So close, but so far
Any
away.
way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way
The
you
original-
want it.
No, 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 no,
maybe
no.
you should.
One of
It's
the
still
best
here. You should. Anyway, right?
I know.
This is the mystery voice
Kea
from
Lani.
years ago.
Wow.
A lot
Yeah,
of great
listening.
memories at that place.
Kea Lani is one of the best.
The Kea Lani
places.
was.
Oh,
It's magical there.
Yeah.
it really was.
You know,
so
we've been
great.
all over the world, but that place, It's not the
There's a
Kea
lot of-
Lani. It's
there's a lot
the
of great
Fairmont now.
It's
It's
what's
still called the Kea Lani.
Is it?
Fairmont?
I think it's a
Fairmont
Kea Lani,
came in.
but-
Is it Kia?
I don't know.
Whatever. But Fairmont.
Oh,
came
Kea
in-
Lani. They were recently bought over by
But IKEA.
IKEA.
No, it's Kia, like the car
Kia,
company.
yeah.
KIA. I think it is
Yeah.
Kia because it is KEA, not KIA. Kia is KIA, but
Kea.
Kea Lani.
Malachi.
Yeah, I think you're
Kea
right.
Lani.
I think it was the Kia
Malachi.
Lani.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
regardless, so many amazing memories.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Meme and Pop.
No,
That was they
Oh,
just
yeah, you can't replace it.
no.
we started going there in 1992
When it opened.
when it opened.
Remember?
We went the first inaugural summer
We
they were
did
open.
the Lifetime of the Rich and
Lifestyles of
Famous.
Rich and Famous. That's
crazy
right.
is that?
Lifestyle
Robin
Mystery.
Leach.
Oh my gosh, I have a really funny story about this.
Okay.
When you stole the golf cart and ruined the golf course?
No,
That
that was
was
at the
another
Doral in Miami.
Mm.
No, that
No,
was
that-
at the Kea Lani, darling.
No, that was when they opened that really
Mhm.
famous golf course, and they were gonna have Tiger Woods there. The
Yes.
next,
It was at the Walea.
It was still
right-
growing the.
yes.
They were still growing the grass.
Yeah, and we
Wait, no,
drove
which one did we
across it.
park the golf carts in the bushes, though?
That was the
That was the Doral.
Doral
was
in
Doral.
my, and we had
when you
some,
ran out of juice,
you know,
you said,
I
"I'm going
took
to
you
take you
out
on a
the 18th
ride,
green.
Mom." He ran. He died like
That
2
night
miles,
still-
3 miles.
We were
We
there
were-
filming.
we
Hold
would
on.
always steal golf
Just to
carts,
give
Joe
some
and I.
context, we were.
That was
we
the
were-
thing.
Yeah,
We stole golf carts a lot.
we did. That was the thing. Hold on, wait. So we were at the Doral.
It was like a normal thing at one
we
point.
were at the
which is
Doral
weird.
in Miami, Florida. Beautiful hotel, and we were there. I was filming Chains of Gold with John Travolta, and we were
Yeah.
there. It was one of those. It was old school, so it was like a 12-week shoot. We were there for
Yeah.
a long time. Anyway, Matt came down for several of the weeks, and obviously the family was there. You were there too. Matt and I stole 2 or 3 golf carts, and hid them outside in the bushes outside of our hotel room. And at night we would take them out and drive them around the golf course.
So ridiculous.
And one night I
Gators
talked,
there.
I know. One night I talked Mom into going out. I was like, "Mom, let me take."
Can
a
you
little
imagine?
spin." I was 12. I was like, "Let me take you for a little spin in this golf cart." She was like, "Joey," I was like, "Please,
Yeah, we
Mom."
stashed them.
Yeah.
I
The
know.
problem is, this has been several days.
Yeah, they were
They didn't have a lot of
charged.
battery power. I didn't realize this. We get out to the 18th green,
No way, dude.
and it dies.
Are you kidding me?
And Mom goes, "Oh my God!" We had to walk back the sprinklers,
But there
Oh,
were
yeah.
gators.
the toads.
Oh my
It took us
gosh, you
over
guys.
45 minutes to walk back.
Yeah, 18 holes.
Yes.
Back to
I didn't
yeah.
mind
The
it.
Doral, that's a PGA course.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a couple of stories actually that I have to tell. One at the Doral. Andy was a tiny little baby.
Yes, he was. Oh, yes.
This is an amazing story.
Yes.
Oh, when he got.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
He's this little baby. Now, we're all there as a family, and Joe and Mom had to
He
go
was like
to
a year
work.
and a half old.
It was like a year and a half old. And
Are you
Joe,
sure we haven't told this story?
no.
no.
All
I
these
think
stories
so.
blend in.
Andy,
No.
you remember the stories because you lived them. You were a part of
Yeah,
them.
no, we definitely didn't tell the
maybe.
story. And Joe and Mom had to go off to film the movie that day. And so Dad and I and Andy were at the hotel.
Yep.
And I was like, Dad, it was like 9 a.m. and I was already frustrated. I couldn't get outdoors, of course, right? Like,
All
Dad,
you wanted to do was catch those.
You know
noise,
exactly.
It's
I was
right?
like,
so,
Dad,
so
Dad,
weird.
Dad, the
that
sun's perfect.
I remember this. I couldn't get it unlocked.
Wait, hold. Don't
I
ruin
just
the
couldn't
story.
reach it. Okay.
Hold on. So I was like, Dad, I got to get outside.
couldn't
Please,
read.
please
I
let me go
tried.
outside and catch some lizards. And he was like, all right, you know
I'm
what?
trying.
He's like, all right, you know what?
Couldn't do it.
Andy's asleep. He's sleeping. Let's go for like 5 minutes. All you got is 5 minutes because I don't want to leave Andy there for too long.
Dad had a habit of leaving me places.
And we
Yeah.
go
For like-
wait, and we
Not
literally
long, but just for a split second. And in
literally-
that split second, every time I would wake up and realize
Woke up
it.
and caused havoc.
Yeah,
Okay,
every
go ahead,
time.
finish.
Sorry,
like when
go
you
ahead.
climbed out of the car on Sunset. Let's
All right.
Yeah, I
Let's just-
remember.
Mom,
He
let's-
felt so bad. It was 30 seconds. He could
No,
see
no, no, no.
me.
Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
So we had 2 connecting rooms.
Yes, we did.
So we locked the one door, left the connecting door open, and we're going to exit through the other rooms. We didn't wake up Andy. Now, the minute we go to close the second hotel room door, it was like an air suction, and
Was it air-
the doors closed
Oh, no, I remember that. I remember.
between the connecting, and we couldn't get back in. Dad didn't have a hotel key.
Oh gosh.
We're
It had-
freaking
no,
out.
it's
No,
because
it was
it
chained.
had
It had the chain on
bolt.
Oh,
I remember.
right.
The bolt on it.
That's what it was.
it. I remember.
That's what it was. Right. Mom.
All I know is that I got a call at the set.
Set.
So the
That
fire.
Annie
the
was
fire
locked in the room.
The fire company comes, and because the hotel didn't want him to like literally break the whole wall down, it was the coolest thing. The fire guy hopped the balcony.
And it was high.
Yeah, I
Dude,
remember.
he hopped the balcony. It was the coolest thing. We were just standing there watching this it was like something in a backdraft or
Yes.
something. He hopped the balcony and he comes out with Andy in tow.
I remember.
Everybody was like clapping.
I had, I couldn't reach that's what I couldn't get.
They were talking to him for like a good 30 minutes
remember
trying
this.
to get him to unlock
I
the door.
couldn't get the door unlocked, but I was able to get the sliding glass door unlocked.
That's right.
Wow.
Because it was open, probably.
No, I could reach
No,
it.
he could reach it.
I could reach that.
Oh,
He couldn't
okay.
reach
Because it was
the-
easy to go down.
Right.
But I couldn't get the bolt because I was, only 2 years old.
Can you imagine?
I remember trying to, I was
I get a
freaking
call
out.
and
I was like,
my
so
child's
darn-
locked in the fire.
I tried to
So
climb on
plumbing.
stuff. I remember
Darn
this.
cute.
Yeah.
I remember the fireman coming out with Andy, and he was just like all happy.
Oh my god.
Really cute.
So precious, dude.
That was a great story. Now back to the Kea Lani, and when it comes to us we were brought there on its opening year to do Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Now we were not.
It's an old TV show.
We were a very, middle
We were
class.
not. We were not
Yeah.
rich and famous by any
middle class
stretch of the
to put it at a
imagination.
high end. If we're gonna round up, we were middle class at this
I
point.
don't know what. Yeah.
Now here's
We
a
were
funny
just,
turn of
like-
this, okay? I don't know how many years later. This must have been 30 years later. I do this reality show called Worst Cooks in America. One of the head chefs, his name was Jeff, was there with his family
Oh no.
that year.
No.
Now wait,
Oops.
and for some reason I couldn't figure out. I was trying to be cool with this guy, and he had this little chip on his shoulder
Uh-oh.
about me.
Interesting.
And I didn't know what was going on. Finally, when I finally get booted off the show, he finally lets me know why he wasn't very cool with me. He says, I was there with my family and we had to save up for 5 years and you guys come in and get the nicest room and get treated like royalty.
Oh.
He was upset.
No.
Yeah, still.
Really? You still remembered it?
To that day, he was upset. And I told him, I was like, dude, you do realize we were the same as you. We were
Yeah.
just, it's all an image thing, man. We weren't like,
It was a TV show.
and he refused to hear it.
Really?
Yeah, and it was really
That's
wild.
unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. He totally misjudged
Maybe he needs to get a life.
the situation.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
not that family.
What are you doing over there?
We were simply
Like-
being.
We were enjoying pretending
Exactly.
that it was happening.
I
Like,
know.
Oh, here we
I
are.
know, and it was so
And
funny.
we were making jokes about the fact
I
that
know.
we were doing this show.
It's so funny to how the full circle comes
Yeah.
around and how people perceive things to be and how they're just not what you perceive
Well, so many
them
things
to
are
be.
perception, especially these days. I mean,
I know.
look at social media. Basically, 99% of everything you see on there is perception.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's
See, I don't have any of that. I have a
yeah.
Instagram, but I never posted. People say you have to have Instagram. I went, why? I don't have time for my life as it is. What am I going to do? What am I going to post
Honestly,
when I have to live it?
yeah,
I don't have time to post it.
yeah. No, it's
Well, that's the,
I understand.
the
Look, I
generational divide. There.
okay, well,
yep.
it's the reality of it. But I do understand it, and sometimes I think, well, maybe I should do this or that. Maybe I will. I don't
Yeah.
know. But my
Yeah.
life is mostly my kids,
I know.
other people's
Teaching
kids,
away.
my grandkids.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like very complete.
I provided you with 3 of those. These guys have provided you with none.
They
know.
will
You guys are just
hopefully before I'm in total.
My palms are started sweating.
No,
Norman, the
only when you're
palms
ready. Only when you're ready.
These from all the caffeine.
Man, when's that
Oh,
gonna
from
be,
the-
dude? You're getting up there, bro.
Yeah.
I know.
You're
bro.
definitely up there.
I actually, for the first time,
I'm like Andy.
I'm starting
the
to get.
gray.
For the first time, I always thought I got time. I got time.
You do.
For the first time, I'm starting
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, no, it's getting real.
For the
It's getting
first
real.
time
Like I don't want to get.
ever.
I don't want to be too old.
Don't
and
worry,
then-
dude.
Then what
De
happens?
Niro
You have
had
to be
De Niro
ready.
had a child at 80.
Oh,
It's very
And
unfair that
Pacino.
men can
And
do
Pacino,
that.
bud. Don't worry.
well, I'll tell you something. It is very
It's
unfair
unfair.
that men can do it. It's also, it's. I mean,
it's also insane.
it's also, yeah,
it's really
also
not. Yeah.
maybe slightly unfair to the poor kids because
I know.
mean, like, how long are you possibly going to be around? I
I
mean,
know.
So terrible.
80. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
83. or
Dad, you
whatever
want to
Pacino
throw the
is.
ball around?
Who's that?
It's me. I'm your son.
That is not even
Good.
funny.
We could go so
I
many
mean, it's
terrible
just-
places
it's
here.
just-
Oh
No,
boy.
but it is tough.
Son.
You think about.
Son, where are you?
Yep. Son, I wake up to you every day in the sky. No, it's me. No, but
Aw.
it's like I think about all the great times that we had. Like, we were lucky because our parents were
young.
young. It was a
I know.
generational thing.
Your
and we were able to-
grandparents were young. I mean, Pop used to
Pop was
keep
when
up
I
with
was
you
born,
guys.
Pop was
I don't-
50. Pop was 50
No,
when
I
I
think
was
he
born.
was younger than that.
Meem was 49.
Are you sure?
Positive. Pop was.
But
Then
he
when
was-
did Pop quit smoking? Because I thought he quit smoking.
okay. The
60th
day I found out
She was pregnant with.
I was pregnant with Andy, and that he would probably have to donate blood because it was that time. He quit cold turkey
Cold
and
turkey.
never smoked again.
Yes.
Quit
He
cold
killed
turkey.
that cabbie in Jersey and quit
No,
smoking.
no,
I'm
no, no,
kidding,
no.
I'm kidding.
He just-
What? No.
No, because he had to donate.
Murder?
He had to donate blood.
Yeah.
Wait, but how? When was that?
What do you mean? It was 87.
When was Pop born?
25.
No,
25,
October 5th, 1925.
October 15th.
15th, sorry,
That was
15th.
very
Mimi
good, though.
Mimi
was the third.
December 5th.
5th.
Yes. Pop's
Yeah.
the 15th.
Mimi
of
10,
was
October,
15,
December
Mimi's
25.
5th.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And it
10,
was
15,
25,
25.
1925.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10, 15, 25.
When I was born, he literally
And Meem was 20.
50.
Meem was 26.
Meem was 20. What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Meem was
1926.
27.
27.
Yeah, they were 2 years apart.
I need to get those. That's the
Wow.
Yeah.
I have all of those things. I have it all.
Yeah.
Nice little
But
box.
anyway, when I was born in 76, Pop was not 50 yet because he was turning 50 October of that year. I'm sorry, he was 50. He was 50.
50.
50. Yeah.
Wow.
And Meem was 49. Meem was 49.
Oh my god.
But they had so much energy.
She was 49.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They had so much energy.
I know.
Oh yeah, they did. But wow, that's
Meem was, yeah.
crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it's really.
I mean, or 48. Meem was 48.
Do you remember the day on the beach
She
in
turned
St.
49 in December of that year and then turned 50 in 77.
Yes, I know.
Wait, do you remember the day on the beach in St. Pete Beach when it was you gave Pop, I think it was Father's Day maybe?
Okay.
No, it wasn't Father's Day. It was his birthday. We went there
Yeah.
and you gave him the best great grandpa ever. And he looked at it
Yeah.
because it was,
Yeah, I remember.
you're
Yep.
pregnant with Charlie.
Charlie.
And it was his first great grandchild.
Yes.
And it was like
Mm.
really, I get goosebumps just
Yeah, it was
thinking about
awesome.
it. He couldn't believe it.
I've got
Yeah.
so many memories of Meem on the beach, from Jersey Shore
Oh, I
all the way
know.
to
Remember
what?
the- remember
I know,
she
loved
loved
it.
the beach.
She loved the beach.
Remember
Oh.
the sandwiches they'd always make with the butter?
Oh,
Oh.
my gosh.
Butter on the bread?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
And the lettuce and the deli
Oh
meat.
my
The
goodness.
white bread. The peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were bomb. They were so good.
Yeah. We
Wow.
need to go back to Ocean City.
I was
We
just
should
saying
have.
that.
We need to just go
We've
there.
got to do an Ocean City trip. Uncle
know.
Tommy still lives there. I mean,
No,
he's
Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy has a house. But
I think
doesn't-
Uncle Tommy does
Uncle
too.
Tommy has a house too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Dude.
we would
Mm.
we would
The
have
Jersey
fun.
Shore.
It's very low key.
Coors is still
I,
there. Coors
I
Ice
would
Cream is
love
still
to
there.
see
Wow.
how you react
I
to it.
actually looked them up like about a week ago just because I
Yeah.
was
Crazy.
feeling all kinds of like
Nostalgia?
feels. So I
Yeah.
just looked
Aw.
up Coors, and they're still there. Like,
Wow.
And the boardwalk looks very similar. Like it's
Mm.
not really that much.
Didn't it
different.
get like almost destroyed in one of those storms?
It did. They all did. All the
Yeah.
it did. But it's okay now.
Yeah.
They
It's
built
back
it.
I think
years
it was.
ago.
I think the worst of
Sandy?
it was like further up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not quite the Ocean City part of it.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
more like the Margate. Like it was the Jersey part that was a little bit more. I mean, it was a little further up. Ocean City
Wow.
got hit hard, but I don't think as hard as some of the other places.
It was
Like Wildwood and those places.
I know it got all those houses got flooded, but they're all
Yeah.
up on stilts anyway.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
there were the houses
mhm.
themselves were okay, but the area got flooded.
Remember those horse flies?
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude, if you got bit by one of those, it was like a mosquito bite, but it was
Yeah.
a fly.
yeah, they bit.
It was like
pretty good.
literally like if Jeff Goldblum like bit you as
Mhm.
the fly.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum did a movie in the 80s called The Fly. If you've never seen it, it's hilarious. Check it out. But anyway,
I don't know if hilarious would be a
kind of
good.
scary.
well, it's hilarious
Gross.
because
It's a
so
pretty
bad.
disturbing
It's-
movie.
dude,
I don't know if
gross.
it's bad.
I
I mean,
loved
for the
that movie.
time, it was.
No,
Yeah,
I
it was
know,
cool.
I know.
I mean, but it's a
I know.
pretty. I mean,
Was Gina Davis in that?
Yes.
yeah.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you remember Gina Davis? You did a show with Gina
Remember at
Davis.
the end when he's like,
Yeah,
Sarah.
I
his
know.
eyes are falling.
Gina
She
Davis,
was always so sweet.
Bronson Pinchot, Bill Maher.
Yep. Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Still to
Mark
this, still to this
Hudson.
day, whenever I see Bill, it's like the relationship is I'm still a little kid.
It's great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
It's
great
It's an
show.
amazing cast.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was. It was really cool. That was a great, fun set.
And Alfred Woodard.
Yes.
Can you imagine what?
Oh my goodness. Well, television back then, that was the heyday of
Dude.
television.
Oh, it was
It
amazing.
was.
You know,
Yeah.
television's not the same, or at least
No.
should I say, network television isn't
Definitely
the same.
not. No.
You know,
Everything
definitely not.
changes, but it could be the same. You could.
Could be.
well,
Old school
I
is
just
very
remember, look,
popular.
Mom's vision, her ability to sort of see what was inspirational and really go after it, allow me to go after it and allow us to go after it. I mean, it really was. I think about it, because I've been through a lot with my kids and I've seen them grow up, and I can only imagine the guts that it took.
yeah,
Because Mom was young.
I know.
You're talking about, I was 5, right? So Mom was young, and I mean, super young, and to take me to go, you know what? Let's go to New York. Let's see if we can get, let's see
my
if this
gosh.
agent is for real, right? After I won that little picture contest. And to go drive to Trenton and then take the train from Trenton, Jersey, which, by the way, it's
Wow.
it's at the time, I don't know what Trenton's like now, but it was a rough town.
Rough part
You
of
know?
the
Yeah.
part of the
And then we took the train into Manhattan. She had you in a stroller.
yeah.
You were 1.5.
Yeah.
And we were walking through New York. And we were, like, I always tell the story, for mom got thrown to a trash can, her little gold brooch was ripped off her lapel, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and we walked and took cabs. She had never been there, never been to the city. And we figured out how to get to these cattle calls. And we go up in these old elevators. And there's thousands of kids. And then we get back on the train. And we don't get home until 9 o'clock at night. I mean, with 2 kids, mom, little blonde bombshell mom.
She did it again with me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's,
Elevators.
Yeah.
Casting. Like, honestly,
I mean, it's just honestly, I don't know.
I just see so
I don't know how
many
you did
different elevators in my head.
Oh yeah,
I remember the
Who did I
smell
get-
of those elevators.
didn't we
Me
get
too.
caught?
New York, those old
Me
ones.
too.
I got caught.
Those
Didn't we get
yellow
caught on
buttons?
the
You know what I mean?
elevator?
Like yellow, and they crack.
We
and
got
yellow.
trapped in an elevator in a high rise. It was
In
like
New York.
Wow.
the 30-something floor
Yep.
for hours.
There's always
You had to
gates
pee.
and-
I had to pee so bad,
Oh yeah.
and it smelled. All those
I-
old
They
elevators
always
smell
they
like
had
alcohol.
they
Yeah,
had this.
they had to.
It was
wickedy
so
old-
scary.
Yeah, they
I
had
think
this
they put
odor.
stuff in the elevator shafts to keep
I don't
things from
know.
dying.
Or the
I don't know. It was.
I don't know,
and
but
they
that-
always had metal, like a lot of metal gates, and like it was
Yes,
always.
remember those metal?
Oh
to keep
yeah.
At-
people.
there
There
was
was
a
like a
place-
safety thing at one point.
Fifi Oshgard on 57th Street. I don't know if they're still there, but they had this old rickety thing where you
Yeah.
had to close
Yeah, that's the-
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
door and the elevator and go up. It
Some
was like,
old elevators.
I don't
man.
know. Now I really looking back
Is
on
Norma
that. I'm not
Kamali still
sure
a thing?
how I did it.
I don't know how you did it.
Norma
honestly-
Kamali, yeah.
And then
It
I
is?
remember it was like a thing where, and it's so crazy because that was what was so poignant about 9/11 was it was such a thing too. Then we'd go up to the top of the tower,
Yeah.
the Twin Towers,
Yeah.
and we'd look out. We look through those things. I've got so many memories up there.
Go to the Rainbow Room up there.
Oh yeah. So when
No,
those
the Rainbow Room is it.
No,
Where
that
is it? Is it
that's
Rockefeller Center?
Rockefeller
What was
Center.
at the top of the? No, there was something at the
There
top
was
of the
a
Twin Towers 'cause
observe-
we went to the
you-
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes,
There was a
I
restaurant
took
up
you.
there.
Yeah,
There was a
You have
restaurant.
lunch?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a restaurant.
and then we'd go and we'd look out over the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
so many memories up there, and it
Yeah.
was so wild on that day.
New York.
that was a very
Oh
surreal
my
day.
They were
gosh.
laying in like the hotel rooms in the city and just listening to the sounds
Yeah.
Oh
of New
my
York.
gosh.
Like it's just so it's exactly what you think it would
But
be.
it was
Yeah.
it was like exhilarating in a way, and you got so many experiences. You got to experience
Mm-hmm.
so many different things.
And when we were going, they still had a lot of those old cabbies from like
Yeah.
the 40s.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
50s.
Remember when we were in
Yes.
Harlem? We were doing that documentary, and there was a bank robbery, and they shot the
They
guy
shot yes
across the street from us,
across the street
Like,
from us.
25 feet away.
And-
We were like, "This is Harlem, freeze! What now? Bang, 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 bang!" And he falls down dead. We're like, "Wow, this is."
There's that great scene in Secret of My Success. Remember when
Yeah.
he's trying to call his mom? It's the first time he's in New York, and there's a gun robbery at a convenience
That's
store.
literally
there,
that
and
was
he's
like the real life.
He's like, oh, and she's like, what's all that noise?
was-
He's like, it's Miami Vice,
Dude,
Mom.
it
It's
was
a
almost like
shootout.
the real life version because Mom literally was like, "We're not going for a walk. This is not safe." And I'm like, "It'll be fine, Mom. We've been shooting all day because we were shooting at a school."
Yeah.
And we literally
Oh.
go outside with the crew for a walk, and someone walks out of Bodego and police and gunfire, and they kill him.
Unbelievable.
But
Wow.
amazingly enough, that school
What an experience!
we did this documentary for Disney about
That was a dope thing.
teachers, the best teachers in America.
They got us a plane, and we just flew around the
we
country.
flew around the country to all different schools,
Wow.
and the one in Harlem was
That was amazing.
magnificent.
That guy, what's his name?
magnificent.
He was a really good teacher.
He was the
a
teacher
really
of the
cool
year.
dude.
But what was happening in that school, and
I
you
know.
think the
And then,
juxtaposition of
do you
that
remember-
and then going out
It was wild.
to a bank robbery.
It was wild. And
It
then
was
yeah,
really
it was
like,
like
what?
it was insane.
Yeah.
Do you remember going? They flew us to Montana.
Yes.
And they were like, "We're gonna go eat dinner," and I don't know why, but like there was just one restaurant. It was
Yes.
far away.
Well, it's Montana.
Yes.
And we get there, and we had dinner with us. He was a science teacher. Man, I wish I remember their names. I was a kid, so whatever. But they were really, really like
they were really good teachers,
wonderful teachers,
impressive teachers.
molding impressionable minds, doing really great things.
Mhm.
And we all had steaks, and at the end, he took everybody's leftover steaks home. And he was like, "Yeah, well, once you put it in the microwave at a certain temperature, it kills all bacteria. So I'm not going to let any of this meat go to waste." And he like went around
I
everyone's
remember that.
plate
Oh.
and we just met him, like this guy.
Wow.
But that's what he
Yeah.
said, and he's right. We were leaving the next day, or else we would have taken. We didn't have a fridge. We were just, but he didn't want the meat to go to waste.
And that same trip,
Yeah.
we were in Washington at the
Oh,
hotel, and
yeah.
you met the Supreme Court Justice,
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Rehnquist, and we're having a conversation.
You met Rehnquist?
Yeah.
And
Miriam was there.
Miriam, the
Yeah.
teacher, Miriam Richards.
She
the
was with us on this trip.
She went every. Miriam was
Yeah.
one of the extraordinary
Flying on the little, like the planes, like the Learjet and stuff with us.
Oh my God.
Miriam.
studio teachers.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the studio
Miriam
teachers
Richards
who are amazing.
And her son Charlie, who I miss, and hopefully he's
Yes.
doing well.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give him a call.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have a box. Well, Miriam used to write sonnets to me in green ink. These little, few sentence poems. Whenever
Yeah.
she would,
She was fascinating.
She was a very
She was
special
fascinating
She loved
lady.
sardines. When I would go work, because sometimes I would just go to her house to do some school because like it was during the summer and I had to get
Yeah.
ready and whatever it was, and so I'd
She
walk her.
served
She'd
you
always-
sardines?
No,
No.
She loved sardines.
She knew that most
there
people
was
didn't like
there
them.
was
That
a
sounds
there was a
horrible.
convenience store in her area, and she didn't live in the best area, but a little convenience store. And she always loved when I would go there because I would walk her to the store if Charlie couldn't do it.
yeah.
Thank you, Joey dear. Thank you. So we'd
Oh,
walk like
Joe,
2-3
thank you,
blocks
dear.
to this little
That's how she
convenience store,
sounded.
and we go in there, and
Oh, yeah.
I honestly was like, "Are we gonna make it?" And she was like, "It'll be fine." We walk into the store. They're like, "Hello, Miriam." Everybody knew her name, and she would go through, and I'd hold her basket, and she would I would like this. She'd put cans of sardines
Wow.
and cans of, and I mean all this canned stuff, and then I'd carry these bags back to her. I do that before we started school every time.
Wow.
Yeah,
She was amazing.
she was amazing.
She knew every piece of literature
And Shakespeare
inside,
and everything. She
Yeah,
was
and
really.
she knew how
She
to
was quite a-
read it
Yeah, she was
and
miraculous.
Well
teach
versed
it.
on that.
She
Brilliant.
was. I don't know if I'm right, but her family was involved in the Daisy Toy Company.
Yes,
Mattel,
Mattel. That's what it was. Mattel. And I think
Her
her
dad.
dad created the first like BB gun.
plastic
Plastic
toy or
BB
something,
guns.
yes.
toys.
Or plastic.
Really?
Yeah, like that, like old school pump Daisy
Yes.
rifle was taken from him. I don't know.
Yes.
It's a whole thing.
She said, "Oh, Donna, darling.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
great.
Donna, darling.
She
If I
came from all
told
this
you
money
my
and
life,
right.
you would be so
Came
embarrassed."
from all this money.
Right, she gave
Yeah.
him all this money, but then she
didn't
just
have it.
didn't have
They
it.
No.
lost it all.
Wow.
In her later years, in her 90s, before she passed, I would call her.
Mhm.
She moved to Florida, and she goes, "Oh, Donna, darling, I remember you in my heart, but not in my head."
Oh.
And then she said, "Just don't ever cut your hair."
Is that yes?
Wow.
She
loved
did.
long hair 'cause
She said,
Miriam,
"Please don't
she
cut
would
your
brush
hair."
her little hair out. She had
Yeah.
like Meem hair, like
Yeah.
this white frizzy little hair that she would brush it long.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Great
she always
lady.
put on lipstick.
Mhm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, she was an amazing.
And
but
she
what
and
an
my mom
amazing
and dad
educator.
became very good
Yes.
friends
Yeah.
because they would have to pick her up in the morning in Burbank,
Mm-hmm.
drive her to Encino.
Jeez.
So then I would drive her, we would drive to
Oh, God.
Pico to was it
Yeah.
Fox?
Oh my
or
lord.
20 every day
Wow,
I'd have to
yeah, that's
drive
right.
across, to the set of Oliver Bean.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And then I would have to drive back to Encino and drop Andy off to do his homework and study and drive her back to Burbank. It was
It was insane.
Those were the days. I did that
Yeah.
for 2 years every day.
I actually, with the traffic in Los Angeles now, I don't think you could. Like, I actually don't think there's enough hours in a day.
Well, we left very early.
I know, but even now, like, I guess it's true.
It's
was just
amazing.
so many- yeah.
It's amazing.
I
you
love
know?
those days.
Yeah, well, it's just amazing.
Cherish them. Mom, you're the best.
Truly. I mean,
I love you.
43,
Thank you.
More.
43 years.
Thank you for my miraculous
Mom
life.
saw that in me 43 years ago, and we've been. Doing
I
this
saw
ever
that,
Since.
How old are you,
Four-
baby?
well, I'm 48.
I saw you that at birth.
okay.
I'm sorry.
At birth,
When you were 19 months old,
19 months.
I knew.
That tape is pretty impressive. You've never seen
It is pretty impressive. Anyone would see you at night. And I'm glad
I think
that
mom's
I was.
pretty impressive.
Mom is.
Let's
super
bring it back to
impressive.
the-
yes
To
yes.
mom here.
Mom is.
I love
super
you so
impressive.
much.
Love you too.
I
To all the
Yes.
wonderful moms out there,
Yes.
you are appreciated and loved.
You are.
Yes, you are, moms.
Yes, you are. And mom, you are. And it's a blessing every day that you have your parents with you, and every day that you can wake up and talk to your parents.
Absolutely.
It's just, wow. There is
No greater gift.
no greater gift. Priceless.
Absolutely.
Truly priceless. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
to,
Mother's Day, Mom.
To biasly
Amen.
one of the greatest moms around.
Yes.
We love you so much. And come back anytime you want, Mom.
Really?
Just walk down the stairs. Come on.
Because I'll
anytime.
just come down the stairs. Mom!
Yeah, Mom!
Quiet!
Meatloaf! Meatloaf! I never know what she's doing up there. What is she doing up there?
Mom!
Yeah,
We're-
we always know when my mom gets home. It's
We're
clink, clink,
taping!
clink.
Mom!
Platform shoes and bunch of jewels.
That's
Where,
right.
Do you have your jewels on today?
I do.
Just shake a wrist in front of the microphone.
I-
Yeah. Yeah, you can't hear her because she has these
No, they're-
tight sleeves on.
I
that-
have-
She's duct
I
tape.
have
I know.
ruffles on
She has
today.
ruffles on today.
I hid my bracelets, but I have
She
them.
wears thousands of bracelets.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
I love
Anyway,
it.
I know.
I
you
love
do.
my bracelets.
And we love you, Mom.
I love
Thank
you
so
guys
much,
so much.
everybody.
Yeah, happy
thanks for
Mother's
joining us.
Day.
Happy
Bless you,
Mother's
everybody.
Day.
Thank you for joining us on the
Yes.
Brotherly Love Pod. We will see you next week.
Yes, we will.
Happy Mother's Day.
God bless everybody.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See you
Bye.
next week. Bye, guys.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. Love you, Mom. Yeah.
Ah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? The
Lawrence brothers are here.
Thank you so much for enjoying this week's episode of the Brotherly Love Pod.
And if you want more of this show, check out our premium feed on Supercast.
That's right, where you'll see ad-free episodes, monthly AMAs, behind-the-scene content, and so much more.
That's brotherlylove.supercast.com to join.
Check out our link tree and subscribe on all platforms.
We'll see you all
Next week.